Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is January 1st of 2026. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. But we have a first of the month challenge for you. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all of that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, DIY number one. So I have these little wreath forms from Dollar Tree. It comes 2 in a pack. I'm going to separate those out and I'm going to take one of their fuzzy automotive cloths from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut out 4 strips and I'm going to wrap them around my wreath forms, and I'm going to just use my hot glue here. I'm going to glue the cloth to itself. I'm not gluing it to the metal because metal and hot glue don't work very well together. So I'm just going to wrap it around my metal wreath form and then glue the cloth together. Then I'm going to take another piece and go around it as well. Now you might have a full brand new cloth that you could probably cut long enough strips to go all the way around. But as you could see, I was using an old cloth that I had used before. So I then took a zip tie and I'm going to bring it through the bottom here. And I'm going to take some of my greenery pieces that I had in my stash, and I'm just going to start adding a few different types just to add some character. And I'm just going to add those together, and I'm going to use my zip tie to connect them all to my wreath form. And then after that, I'm going to make a bow using some of this burlap lace ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to do the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up in the middle, tie some twine around it, and dovetail the ends by folding them in half and cutting at an angle. Now, you guys, all of these DIYs today are going to be super easy. They're all meant for my bedroom. This is going to go by my TV on my wall. I have 2 like homemade window frames that I made that I'm going to put these on, and I'll show a picture of that here in just a second. But look at how pretty these are. I am so excited about these. I think these are going to look great. I just love them. I hope you do too. Let me know in the comment box below. Okay, today is the first of the month challenge, and the theme is Welcome Winter. And I have a new co-host, and this is the amazing Gwen with At Home with Gigi. She is so awesome, and I just love her. So make sure you check out her channel, subscribe to her if you haven't already. I know you won't be disappointed. And then make sure you check out the playlist. I'll have links to both in my description box below. Okay, DIY number 2. So I had this candlestick that I bought when I first started my channel at a thrift store. It was really tall. I cut it in half, or my husband cut it in half. And I glued that cylinder vase on the top one. This one I didn't glue it on because it was a little wobbly. It wasn't completely flush. So I might still try and go back and glue it on. But I'm just kind of showing you there. But I'm going to dress these up. These have been in my bedroom and I just wanted to do something different with them. So I'm going to take some burlap. This came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to hot glue it around my vase. And I'm just using the hot glue because, again, I want to be able to remove this if I change for the season. And I'm just going to hot glue it around. Now, Hobby Lobby has some wider burlap, which I thought I had, but I've cut into it enough that I didn't have enough of it. So I decided to go ahead and just double this up. So I'm going to add 2 strips to both of my vases here. And I'm just using, again, just going to use the hot glue to make it not a permanent hold. I want it to be temporary. Excuse me. And then after that, I'm going to take some fuzzy yarn. Now, for those of you who don't know, I do knit and crochet. And so I have a whole bunch of yarn, and I had some of this fuzzy yarn and I thought it was perfect. So I went ahead and went along the seam lines where those 2 pieces of burlap connected. And I'm just going to cover those seam lines with my fuzzy yarn. And I'm, again, just using my hot glue. And then I'm going to take some snowflakes, wood snowflakes. I think these may have came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to fill the holes with spackling, and I'm going to paint both of them with Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White. And once they're all dry, I'm just going to hot glue it one to the front of each one of my vases. And then I'm going to take some floral foam. I just add a little bit of hot glue to hold it in place for now. And then I'm just going to start adding some different Christmas greeneries. These are some cedar picks that I had gotten from Amazon. And then these are some picks from Dollar Tree. I think some of them might have even came from Amazon. But I'm going to just start filling them up. Some of them are different widths and different colors. And I just thought it would add a lot more texture. Excuse me. And so I just kind of keep adding those. And then I also had these little silver, I think they're dollar eucalyptus from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to add a few. I didn't have very many, so I just added a few in each one just to give it a little more color. And then after that, I'm going to take some fairy lights that I got from Amazon. I love these fairy lights because they have timers on the lights, and I love anything, any kind of candles or lights with timers. It just makes my life easier. And so basically, once you turn the timer on, it will keep your lights on for about 6 hours, and then we'll turn them off for 18 hours and come back on. And I think it makes it so much easier. But I'm just going to wrap it around all of those greenery pieces, and then we're done. I'm going to just take the little timer handle and put it inside, and there they are. I love them. I hope you do too as well. Let me know in the comment box below.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I can't believe we are in 2026. I remember growing up and thinking, there's no way we'll ever make it to the 2020s. That's going to be so weird. It's going to be like the Jetsons, you know? And here we are, 2026. And it's not anything like the Jetsons, but we are here, and it is a new month in a new year. So we have the first of the month challenge going on. And oh my goodness, I am looking forward to what the new year has to bring. I hope for all of us, me included, it's nothing but great, happy, joyous things. This has been one of my roughest years. This past year has been really, really hard for me. I know I haven't said much about it. It's been really hard, and I am just looking forward to going forward and hoping for a better year. And I hope that for all of you as well. So if you're new here, my name is Brenda, and this is my sweet, sweet, spoiled Oliver, and we are so glad you stopped by. If you like home decor on a budget and some laughs as well, I would love it if you'd hit that red subscribe button before you go and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box you're new here. I would love to say hi and get to know you a little bit. And then you know what? If you are returning, if you're one of my faithful followers, I appreciate you guys all so very much, and I'm so glad that you are here, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you better throughout this year as well. So with all of that, I think we should just continue on with the crafting.
Okay, DIY number 3. So I have these 2 hanging wood pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the hangers from them. I'm going to paint both of them front and back with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink, not ivory, ink, which is black. And then I'm going to take some more burlap. This came from Dollar Tree. It's not as wide as the first burlap that I used. And I'm going to glue it to the back of my sign, just a little bit at the top here. And I'm just trying to make sure all of those little frays are being glued in place. And then I'm going to wrap it around the middle part of my sign. And then I'm going to trim it all off and hot glue the bottom to the back as well. And I did that on both sides. Now, all of the pieces that I made today are going to be for my bedroom. I decided I normally don't dress my bedroom up for winter, but I just felt like I needed something a little different and new this year. So that's what I'm doing. So I put some spackling in all the holes of these snowflakes. The bigger ones I think came from Hobby Lobby. The smaller ones came from Dollar Tree. I painted them all white, and then I'm going to take some more of that fuzzy yarn and I'm going to glue it around my signs. Now, if you want to recreate this, you could even use like twine around it for a more rustic look. or you don't even have to put anything around it at all. But I just love this. I think it gives it more of a snowy, wintry feel. And so that's why I'm using it. So I'm just going to then use my hot glue to glue those snowflakes in place. I put the bigger one in the middle, and then the two smaller ones, one on the top and one on the bottom. I think the bigger one came from Hobby Lobby. Then I took some more of that yarn and I'm going to put some tape around the end so that way it's easier to thread through the holes. This yarn can tear off very easily. The fuzziness does. So that's why I use the tape. And then I'm just going to tie some knots on the back once I have the length at where I wanted it. And then I'm just going to tie the knots on the end to make a hanger. Then I'm going to take some more greenery pieces and I'm going to hot glue them on the bottom, just like you see me doing right there. You guys, I went to Hobby Lobby on Monday and got some more of my wreath candle rings that I love at 60% off. Then my sister called me on Tuesday and said it was at 80% off. So I ran down there. I didn't get any more wreath rings. They had some, but I thought I already got enough. But I did get some great deals on garland that I wanted. And yeah, I hope you guys were able to take advantage of those sales as well. But once I had those and the pine cones glued on, I went ahead with my snow text. I'm going to go over all of my pine cones and greenery pieces just to give it that snowy, wintry look. And there they are. I can't wait to hang these up in my room. I just love them. I hope you do as well. Let me know in the comment box below. Okay, it is a time for celebration of your recreations. And Corrine made this adorable tree out of a basket. I just love it. You're so creative, Corrine. Thank you for sharing. And then we have Bonnie, who made this beautiful owl sign. I love it, Bonnie. I have an owl picture I think I'm going to be doing on my next video. And this is beautiful. And then Leona, look at all the things that she has made. They are all so pretty. I love them all. Your ornaments, your mirror with the candle, just love it. I just love them all. Thank you guys. And if you have something you've created that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to my email address. That's rusticandlacediy@gmail.com, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, and DIY number 4. So this one, if you blink, you're going to miss it. It's really easy. They all are actually. I'm going to just take this house from Dollar Tree. I'm going to take a paper towel and dip it into my Waverly Antique Wax. And then I'm just going to brush it all around the white part of this house just to give it a more rustic look. And then I had these adorable rub-on transfers that I bought from Essential Stencils earlier, just about a month or so ago. I'm going to use that adorable snowman. Look at that penguin, so cute. If house was a little bit bigger, I think I would have added that penguin too. But anyways, I'm just going to add this in place and I'm going to use my little rubbing stick here and I'm just going to rub it until that image is transferring onto my house, and I will start pulling up that little transfer sheet, and then if I see any of my image pulling up, I will lay it back down and rub some more until it is all onto my house, and the transfer sheet comes up empty. So again, this is super simple, and all of them are. I took a couple of weeks off and I had a hard time jumping back into the crafting. And so I thought, okay, these are going to be some easy projects so that I can just kind of get myself going again at a slow pace here. But yeah, so these are going to be super easy, but yet, anybody could do these. And I just think they all came out beautiful. So I'm going to take some of those little pieces that I came off of one of Hobby Lobby's wreath rings, and I'm going to hot glue them along the top part of the house. I'm going to make a couple bows, one with that fuzzy yarn, and then another one with just some twine. And I'm just making regular shoelace bows, nothing fancy. And then I'm going to hot glue them to the top of my house. And you guys, like I said, these are just so simple and easy. So hopefully you can take advantage. And like the one that I did with the vases, you don't have to have the same kind of vases or stands. You could do it with any kind of glass cylinder. And yeah, anybody can make any of these. And there it is. I absolutely love this. And again, if you don't have those rub-on transfers, you could use any kind of napkin or rub-on transfer that you might have. Okay, here is the final reveal, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out Gwen's channel and the playlist. Make sure you subscribe to all. Show us all your love by giving those comments, thumbs up, all that stuff. I'd truly appreciate it. And there is a video of Oliver opening his stocking at the very end, so stay tuned with that. And with all that, you guys, I will be back again on Sunday. Happy New Year, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Get it out. Get it. Can you get it? Come on, Oliver. Get it. Get it, Oliver. What's in there? He's like, I know it's in there. How do I get it out? He usually can get it out. He found his treats. Merry Christmas, everyone.